powerful. So you might be asking, what sets the Mossberg 500 apart from other shotguns? Well, that's a great question, and that's why I'm here to help you out. So, these beasts have been used by law enforcement and military. You can pick one up for, on average, about $400. This particular model right here has a ported barrel. It has the 28-inch barrel. It has a bead on the front. It's got this nice little serrated beam going down right here. It takes away some of the glare when you're going on target. It also has ports right here so you can put a scope on if you want to shoot slugs out of the pretty cool beast right here. Got a nice wood stock on there. So the first thing I'm going to do is make sure the firearm's unloaded. Magazine tube's empty. Chamber's empty. One of the first things that sets this apart is the receiver is aluminum. Many of the other shotguns have steel receivers. The shell elevator, which is this piece right here, when it comes down, you see that elevator right there? It actually stays inside. That makes it really easy to put shells inside there real fast because you don't have any kind of, like on the 870s or other shotguns, you don't have a spring-loaded elevator sitting down in the down position. This one stays in the up position. That's a really cool perk, and a lot of people love 500s for that reason. Let me try to get it in there. So the bolt has two extractors. It's going to be really hard to see. So you can use about any kind of shell in this beast. It's not ammo picky because you don't have to use high brass or low brass or any kind, because whatever, you can even use the aluminum backs, because you know what? These 500s have two extractors to grab a hold of the back rim of that shell and yank that thing out of there, and the elevator will bring you a new one right up in there, okay? There's lots of variations you can buy these things in. They come in 410, they come in 12 gauge, and they come in 20 gauge. So it's really cool. You can also get a pistol grip for these things. You can get modified forearms. There's all kinds of stuff that you can get. You can get a 28-inch barrel all the way down to an 18-inch barrel to keep these boogers legal. You have to have an 18-inch barrel. Otherwise, if it's shorter than 18 inches by federal law, it becomes a sawed-off shotgun, okay? And nobody wants to have one of those. Okay, so anyways, that's really cool that these things can be modified into just about any kind of gun you want. You can have a bird gun, you can have a turkey gun, you could have a clay pigeons gun, and you could have a home defense gun. These things are absolutely awesome. It has a tang safety, okay? This tang safety right here, when it's in the rear position, the safety's on. When it's in the up position, the safety's off. So you can do that with either the left or the right hand. It makes it easy and completely ambidextrous to whichever you are, a left or a right hand shooter. That's really cool. A lot of people like that. One of the negative things I don't like about the Mossberg 500 is it has a plastic trigger guard. Why would you do that on such a high quality gun? I don't know. Maybe it's just something they did to cut costs a little bit, because these only run for about 400 bucks on average. So I guess if that helps you, cool. They went through some rigorous testing and they pretty much stood the test. So your forearm release is going to be right here, and you push it in like this with your first finger. You push it in like that, and then when you push it in like that, the slide is able to be brought to the rear. And if you want to take shells out without having to rack the slide or actuate the forearm, there's these little teeny buttons that you can push up inside of there. It's kind of hard for you to see probably, but you push these little teeny buttons inside there, and then just push up a little bit on the shell, and they'll pop right out. So you do not have to unload it by going like this, okay? And because if you've got more rounds in the magazine tube, it's just going to pull another one in the magazine tube. Then you're going to have to go like this to get the next one, and then go like this to get the next one. It's not necessary, because when there's one in there like this, you can just push that button in a little bit like that, and it'll pop right out. So I'm going to load this thing up, and we're going to shoot the dueling tree, and I'm going to show you how powerful these things really are. So I'm going to take this down range so you guys can see it hit. It's pretty cool. Whoops. Well, that was pretty cool. Man, that thing's powerful. Good Lord, it rocks every one of them just about. When it hits, it hits. Woo-wee. Man, these things are awesome. Remember one thing for sure, right training is key, performance is the result.